Hello, and welcome back to another stream with your favorite streamer of all time. Hi guys, it is me, your favorite streamer of all time, and we're back here again. Thank you for resubbing, Dream. It's good to see you again, buddy. It's good to see you as well, username. Look back. Now I changed my hair. Nope, it's just currently up in a bun. The fringe has actually grown out a little bit, which is why it looks so strange. I have been, I will say that I have actually been doing a heatless curling method. So, like, my hair has been kind of curly lately. Let's see if it's stuck or not. I haven't done it in over a day and my hair's been a bit nuts. So, yeah, the curl, oh shit, there's a big tat there. Oh, look. That's what happens right there. Ow. And that's why I shut that closed. Yeah, I've got a big friggin' tat right there now. Damn it. Yep. Ayo. But no, it's here. It's just been curling weirdly, I guess. But it is quite nice. Except for this big massive tat that I've got now. That's right there at the back. Oh, it's a really big knot. I can feel that. Hello? God damn. You're wondering why I'm not using this hand? I'll tell you in a second. And I figure this out. Right, I'm gonna just put my hair back. It's a bit... We've been having a heat wave here for the last week. Something like that. So... Basically, it has been beautifully warm lately, and it's just a bit too warm to have my hair down at the moment. I do need to brush my hair as well. It's been so no, I did not. So I was doing a crafting thing. And basically, silly old clumsy me, accidentally, kind of stabbed myself. So I've got a wee, don't know if the camera's going to show that. I've got a wee, you'll see the sort of different color there. I've got a wee cut there. And I've actually also got one right there as well. And unfortunately, this one is the problem. This one is it's its own separate problem. But this is a problem because it will catch, which is why I'm not using it to brush my hair. It will catch on my hair and reopen it. And I should be having a plaster on this just to keep it closed properly, but it keeps falling off. So, yeah, so that's why I'm only using the one hand right now to get this tat out, which is, there's quite a few tats in here. This is the problem with long hair, by the way. I haven't really brushed it properly. I don't really brush my hair. I don't need to make a fingerboard. It just needs to... I need a steri strip. Is what I have. But I don't... Or is what I need, but I don't have it. So... where is that plaster I've been using? I have a plaster that I've been cutting up instead for the last 24 hours that I've been using. You don't... Like, for something like this, like, I've had a plaster on them for the last 48 hours. I took them off. Or, sorry, I had the plaster on for, like, 24 hours. Don't really need a bandage, and I don't really need a plaster anymore, so... I was raised by someone who's just like, we don't put plasters on wounds. That's not what we do. The air, keeping it clean and dry and to the air is one of the best ways for a wouldn't heal. And I actually kind of agree. So I know how to keep a wound dry, and I know how to keep them clean. I'm very, very good at that. My problem with this is it keeps reopening. That's the problem. And I hate plasters. I despise plasters with a passion, because when you wash your hands, they get wet. Technically, you should be changing the plaster because it should not be wet. I just think it's disgusting. So I kept the plaster on long enough for at least the blood to congeal. And to be fair, it has properly congealed enough that it's held it shut. Right, that's it there. This is exactly what we want. What the fuck is a finger bob? Not really. Don't really need anything as extreme as that. Hang on, I'll show you what I do. So, I have this plaster here. It's just a normal plaster, right? Normally I cut a mark. I just cut a strip of it because I only need a strip. In fact, all I really wanted was steri strips. The steri strips are actually made for something like this and keeping it shut, and they are waterproof. Then get my makeshift strip, and then I just literally strap it down firmly across where it is. Beep. Just like that. And now that will not catch. Yes, it's steri strip. So, steri strip. Okay. They're also called butterfly bandages. They're literally like a thin strip, that's like breathable, and you use it it almost like sticky stitches in a way. Only they're not like actually stitches, but they're very, very sticky. No, definitely not like that, Dream. Come on now, get your head out of that gutter. And yes, my black top is really not liking the green screen, is it? But a steri strip is what I want. I just do not have any of them. They're also called wound closure strips, butterfly strips, or surgical tape strips. And they're very useful. I've used them before. I used them when I broke my nose and split it open. It's like old CGI. Honestly, I love this top. This is one of my favorite tops. It's got a really cute wee, like, witchy sleeve. It's pretty awesome. Dream. I do not need to call the ambulance. I have enough first aid knowledge that I can figure this shit out for myself. This fucking shit. Hence this. I don't even need this. I've got like this. If I didn't have plasters, I'd be using this, which is bandage tape. I have my own makeshift first aid kits. I just don't have steri strips in them. Yes. I can't go out and get them because my shops are closed. And yes, Mark, we. But I do really like steri strips. I do. I have used them a lot before. I used them on my nose when that got split open. My mom used it on my finger when I was a child, and I nearly cut the tip I fell off a go-kart when I was a teenager and I split my thigh open, and my mum used the stair strips to keep that one closed. They're really, really good. I genuinely do prefer them. Genuinely do prefer them. But like, to be honest, your body can pretty much heal it by itself. Your first shit kit doesn't have the shit, so call an ambulance. I don't need a fucking ambulance, okay? I have never called for an ambulance in my life. There's definitely at one point when I absolutely fucking should have called for an ambulance, and I was very promptly told off by my doctor when I did eventually go see her about the said issue, and she did tell me off for not calling an ambulance for that particular issue. But it was fine. It wasn't like anything emergency wise anyway, thankfully. But I know enough to know when I would need to go and when I don't. If I'm not sure, I go to my mum. My mum used to be a nurse, so she would know, but she also has the mentality of just, you know, buck up and deal with it. Toughen up, princess, as she says. I fell, so the go-kart story is an interesting story. So when I was about, I want to say it was about 14 years old, something like that, and there was neighborhood kids who had their own like go-kart, and we were riding this go-kart around the street. Now, on one particular occasion, we all wanted to ride it at the same time. So the girl was driving the go-kart, and rather driving like pedaling or whatever for the go-kart, right? And then someone was on, my brother I believe was on the back end of the go-kart, and we thought it'd be genius that since we can get everyone on it, I would be sat at the very front, like holding the bars behind me, and just sat on like this sort of slanted front part. And then when we were riding around, the girl's brother jumped in front of the go-kart. The girl swerved right in order to avoid him. I fell off left, and however way I hit the ground, I hit the ground pretty hard. The force of the impact actually split part of my thigh open on the side. It was very fucking painful. I limped home. I didn't even realize that I had an injury until, you know, I got home. I remember my thigh, the side of my thigh was just killing. I mean, killing. So painful. And I was just like, it's probably really bad, like a really deep bruise, because that's fine. And then when I was getting changed into my pajamas, I realized that I had blood on my jeans, which is then when I seen the cut. So yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, no, they didn't drive me on the go-kart. I don't think I was willing to get back on the go-kart after that, to be honest. I just remember it all happening, and then I immediately just get up. I'm in so much pain. I start kind of crying, as a 14-year-old kind of does. And I'm just I'm limping home, because it was literally just like a couple of doors up from where I was. And I just limped home. It was insane. I have so many crazy stories. Yeah. I actually have a little bit of nerve damage there now, roughly, so I ended up with a gnarly scar in the beginning. There was dirt that actually ended up getting trapped in the wound, and my mum had to reopen it to get the trapped dirt out, which, by the way, with a numb area is the really weirdest, most horrible feeling in the world, I'll tell you. But I don't have any sensation on the surface of that area on my thigh. It's very strange feeling. I can feel the nerves in the deep tissue. I can't feel it on the surface. You've been off for only 37 days. That sounds like a gorgeous holiday dream. The game today, Mark, is Horizon Zero Dawn. So we actually started this a good few weeks ago. Fuck me, I've been really busy. I've been so busy of late. I'm still gonna be busy over the next couple of weeks as well. But it's Horizon Zero Dawn. We started it a good couple of weeks ago, so we are going to be continuing with that on Sundays for the time being. I remember that it looked really interesting. We'd seen some really cool mechs. And we are being hunted for some reason. We also came out of a mountain. Yes, you can absolutely lie in bed, dream, be cozy with tea. I'm gonna turn the music down off, or turn the music off here and stick the game on now so that we can chill out, have a vibe, and, you know, get more into this pretty cool looking game I'm excited to be getting into. Yeah. It's a bit too warm for tea for me, so I have a nice big glass of water. Ambulances are pretty cool, but I would like to only utilize it when I absolutely need it. Which is, touch wood, not been yet in my life. Alright, I'm changing the screen here. I pretty much had everything set up before I jumped on anyway, so like... I'm quite excited. You've been transported in one. I do remember you were saying that you had to do it. Well, you had to phone for one once. That'd be cray. Only been to a hospital once in 34 years. I have been to a hospital too many times to count. For many different reasons. Many different reasons. So a lot of the times I've been to the hospital is for myself. When I was a child, I was in and out of hospital for most of my childhood because of my ears. As an adult, it hasn't really been very often, to be honest. The only time I've ever really gone to hospital is for very specific checks and upgrades and hearing tests for my ears and hearing aids. I love that you're keeping track, Dream. Genuinely, I still don't really know how to do a slightly condescending green crowd. I don't even know if we can do a green crowd if I have a green screen. Let's just say I was still a young streamer way back in the day. And also, I don't really remember what I did much a couple years ago, let alone, like... In fact, sorry, I don't really remember much that I do in recent times, let alone a couple years ago. You know? This is why you like to tease me sometimes, because I promised something to you and I never fulfilled it. I am someone who sometimes, unfortunately, does break her promises. I do remember a time when I promised someone something and I never got round to doing the promise, and I unfortunately never will get round to doing the promise, so... Getting to watch Tash makes me happy. It's the real promise along the way. I love that. That's so fucking cheesy, Mark. It may as well be bloody Brie. I am so happy that I could be your regular disappointment dream. So happy that I could fulfill the disappointing fantasy there. Okay, am I not up there? Well, that's a disappointment to me now. Alrighty. Get shit to do, and I gotta remember all the controls again, because I don't remember the controls for this. Gonna be a learning curve. Okay. So, we're here. We wanted... Oh, yes, so we... Hi, big boy! We literally, did something over there. Yeah, it was a good couple of weeks ago. I have been so busy lately. We were... if I remember correctly, it was literally just here. There's like a little area that we kind of raided, but it wants to take me up here for something else, which I don't think I'm in the right level for. Well, it's part of the main quest. Or the one... Level 12. I don't know what level I am. Bandit Camp was level 7. Okay. Machine catalog, that's what I was looking for. Oh, it was right here. These are all the machines that we came up against. Fired by all the battles, right? We came across that. Which is insane. We got our skills. We got our inventory. There's our crafting. I still can't figure out where I am. In terms of like level. Oh, there we are. I'm a level 9 at the moment, so it might actually be good if we get that campfire. I don't think we should go for the main quest yet. I think we should do the bandit camp first. You know, all I want to do is the main quest, so Mother Crown. Okay, that was what I wanted to do. So over there. That's fine. So we can probably see if I can get that campfire while I make my way over. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's the focus. Awesome. Campfire's over there. That's a jump. That's crouch. Oh, that's my arrow stuff. Okay. I have no idea what you're saying, Dream. You're talking gibberish at this point. Okay. We did go a very certain way before to get down and over. There's a Strider. There's a Goose. If anything, that looks more like Welsh. Your second sentence there looks more like Irish, but your first one looks a lot more like Welsh. Just an FYI.
Easy, easy.
And why would you be disappointed? It's just a question. Disappointed that I don't recognize whatever the fuck it is that you typed out as Irish. Do you know what? I'm gonna do this. It detects your first sentence as Welsh. So do you want to tell me again that that's fucking Irish? Me, who literally called you out on your first sentence being Welsh, and your second sentence is Irish, talking about the fucking TV? Aye, sure. Disappointment in my ass.
The smell of rain. Air is heavy with it.
Ridiculous. Me, the Irish woman, I can recognize bloody fucking Welsh a mile away. Not just Twitch, chat, just fucking Dream destroyed by facts and logic. It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh god. Oh yeah, the Irish names. Oh. One of the things I find so funny as well whenever some people talk about like Irish names and like when you're looking at it they don't sound like how they look. Well, of course they don't, because you're looking at it in English. If you look at it in Irish, they're exactly how they're pronounced. like... And it's not like Irish uses widely different alphabets.
Spoke of a bandit camp and some metal ruins. That must be the place there. Best keep an eye out around here.
Okay. Some animals right there. So plenty of places. So this is the bandit camp. Why don't we go around it? Yeah, let's go around it. But quite literally, Irish names, if you look at them with the intention of looking at them in their original language, they look exactly how they're supposed to be. Neve. Mark got it, it's Neve. It wouldn't be written like that.
Keep that for later.
So yeah, I really liked your response there, Mark. Genuinely. That was kind of funny. I liked that. But seriously.
Glad you came.
You're glad. Why?
Call it a shared interest. And call me Nil. Look there, those old rocks. A bandit clan squats on them. Disturb the rocks and they'll come wriggling out. Worms that they are.
Bandits. Why have they come here?
Denora are in trouble.
Wow, that rain is quite loud, isn't it?
With no braves to guard the border, killers hungry for sport slip
Saturday night, Wednesday, Fantasy Live 5,
for days.
June, Switch